Okay, so let's start with the unit 2. Unit 2 is thermal power plant, or for today our topic is introduction to thermal power plant. So we have studied in unit 1 in detail hydroelectric power plant. We have studied, we have seen the comparison also. So let's take a look and what we need to discuss is the in unit 2 is the general developing trends of the power plant, like thermal power plants, the essentials of thermal power plant, the plant layout, the coal and its storage, preparation, handling, feeding and burning, then cooling towers, ash handling, water treatment plant, high pressure boilers and steam turbines, and the components of thermal power plant. This is what we have to discuss, and it has not been mentioned here, the working of thermal power plant, but it is obvious that we have to study that. So this is the thermal power plant, or thermal power plant is also known as steam power plant sometimes. So whenever you find steam turbine, steam power plant, it is thermal power plant. So what are the objectives? While we are studying something, so there should be some objective by studying which what we will be having, what knowledge we will be having. So this is a look of objectives by the end of it, what we are going to have. So the basic objective of studying this unit of thermal power plant is number 1, to know the basic knowledge. I am taking this pointer for highlighting. Yes, I hope this pointer is visible. So to know the basic knowledge about the thermal power plant is our first objective. The second objective is to know the working principle of thermal power plant. The third objective is to know the equipment used in thermal power plant. The fourth is to know the principle of thermal power plant design. Fifth is to know about the thermal power plant and their layout. And next, to know the environmental control for thermal power plant, because we were talking about the pollution, we were talking about the environmental aspects. So this is going to be covered in this. And to note the advantages and disadvantages of thermal power plant, this we'll be taking in today's class. So these are all the objectives which we'll be having, which we'll be studying in this subject, right? So in particular this unit. So let's start with the definition of steam turbine, or steam power plant, or the thermal power plant, hydroelectric power plant. Okay, I hope the pointer does not affect the heading of, can you see the heading which is being displayed in, okay, right. So I shifted here somewhat, okay. So this is the thing, this is the definition. The generating station which converts heat energy of coal combustion into electrical energy is known as steam or thermal power station. This is as simple as that. We know that in thermal power plant the main fuel is, which is the main fuel in thermal power plant? Anybody?
Coal.
Coal, yes, very good, coal. So by burning the coal, heat energy produced, and that heat energy has been shifted to the boiler, which heats the water in the boiler, and the heating of boiler will produce the steam, and that steam is going to convert it into electrical energy by rotating the turbine, and then the turbine is connected to alternator. So this is how electrical energy by the help of coal can be generated, right? So this is a very simple definition. A generating station which converts heat energy of coal combustion into electrical energy is known as steam power station or thermal power station. Then next thing is it is based on the Rankine cycle. You have studied Rankine cycle. I hope all of you have studied Rankine cycle in science in your school time, I guess, right? Have you heard that this name before, Rankine cycle? सुना हुआ है आप लोगों ने? Yes? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. It is associated
Yes, ma'am.
with steam. What happens when we boil the water? Steam produces. Then steam, by the help of steam, we are going to run the turbine, and the turbine is connected to generator. Then generator generates the electricity. Then that steam is again condensed, and then after condensing it again turns to the water, and that water is again going to be boiled in the boiler and again generated to the steam. So this is a closed cycle. This is a closed cycle. That is why we know it has been known as the Rankine cycle, and we'll be discussing that sometimes later. Some more few points are there, like steam is produced in the boiler by utilizing the heat of coal combustion, as we discussed. The steam is then expanded in prime mover, that is a steam turbine, and is condensed in a condenser to be fed into the boiler again. Condensed means the process of conversion of steam into the water is known as condensation process, right? So the steam is condensed in a condenser to be fed into the boiler again, and then the steam turbine drives the alternator. Alternator means, what do you mean by alternator? What is alternator?
Generator.
Generator. Which generator? Single phase generator or three phase? Single phase or three? Yes, anybody? Three phase.
Single phase.
Three phase. Three phase generator is known as alternator, because in power plant we use a large amount of very huge amount of power has been produced. So how can we use the single phase turbine? It has size limitation, it has capacity limitation. We use three phase alternating turbine in every power plant. You must keep that in mind, that power plants में जो energy है, electricity है, जो बहुत amount में, huge amount में generate हो रही है, right? तो इतने ह्यूज अमाउंट में जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट होती है वो सिंगल फेज जनरेटर से तो नहीं हो पाती, वो किससे हो पाती है? थ्री फेज जनरेटर से. तो थ्री फेज जनरेटर इज नोन एज अल्टरनेटर. So here we come again with our point. The steam turbine drives the alternator, that means three phase generator, which converts the mechanical energy of the turbine into electrical energy. And that this mechanical energy, how this mechanical energy is generated by the steam. The steam, high pressure steam, when it is fed to the turbine, then the turbine rotates, and the rotation energy of turbine is mechanical energy, and that is connected to the shaft of the generator. So electrical energy is being produced. And this is the next point, where this type of station is suitable where coal and water are available in abundance and a large amount of electrical power is to be generated. This power station is suitable where the coal and water are available, right? Coal and water are available. That means coal is needed and the water should also be needed, because in boiler, in large size boilers, we use huge amount of water which is to be converted into steam and then again condensate, and again we used to pump it, but large amount of water is required. So for site selection, it is very important which location is suitable for a thermal power plant. We have to see that we need to choose a place where coal is available, or it should be near the coal mine, so that coal transportation cost should be less, and the water should be available in abundance, मतलब पर्याप्त मात्रा में होना चाहिए, and a large amount of electricity power to be generated, right? So what are the essential equipments of power plant? I am just giving the overview, as this is the first class, so I am just giving you the overview, then we'll discuss everything into detail. So what are the essentials of power plant? So a steam power plant must have following essentials equipment, like number one, the furnace to burn the fuel, right? In furnace, the coal would be burned, and the steam generator or boiler which contains water, steam generator or boiler. Then you must remember that boiler is also known as steam generator. Steam generator, don't get confused. It is not alternator. This is steam generator because it generates the steam. Boiler is the second name of it, right? So steam generator or boiler which contains the water is the next essential thing. Next is the heat generated in furnace, which is utilized to convert the water into steam. Unless heat would not be generated, how can we are going to boil the water? So the heat generated in furnace is utilized to convert the water into steam. Then next is the main power unit, such as an engine or turbine, which is used to convert that heat energy of steam and perform work. How that heat energy is going to perform work? The heat energy produces steam, and that steam is again going to rotate the turbine, and turbine is associated with alternator. So this is how it goes. So and next is the piping system to convey this steam and water. So this piping system is very important. All the way in next slide I'll be showing you in next few slides what are the piping system. We used to send the water to the boiler, okay, and that we are going to be sent by the help of pipeline. Water, how the water travels, how we transfer the water through pipeline. हमारे घर में पानी कैसे आता है? मेन टैंक से पाइपलाइन के थ्रू. तो that pipeline would be going to convert this water into the boiler, and then after boiler when the steam comes, it again going through the pipes, and then after condensation, for condensation the steam goes to the condenser that would also be using the pipeline structure, and the condensated water then again which has been shifted somewhere to store and again fed to the boiler is again the piping system. By the help of piping system is just moves.